Welcome back everyone, I'm Dior, and this is... what's this game called again? Oh yeah, Genius of Sappheiros Weekend. Where I last left off, Moko went absolutely nuts and killed us all. So, we're back here again. I don't think any monsters have respawned, thankfully. I'm gonna go ahead and take this pit here, just to see where it leads us. And it takes me over here. Okay, that's right. Alright. Well, that solves that. Oh yeah, can't go that way. Gotta go around this way. And, okay, onwards. Well, we know a few routes we can take. I'm gonna go ahead and take this one here. Grab this chest. Headshot goggles. Pretty sure that's accuracy. Yep, accuracy plus 15. Who's low on accuracy? No one special, really. I'll just leave it alone for now. I can take... oh yeah, that's right. I already took this teleporter. Just to make sure I can't go loop around anywhere. Alright. Okay, we go down here. Fight this thing. And it's blind. It also attacks, well, it attacks multiple times apparently. I think it can counter-attack and it can attack twice a turn. But, Saki is awesome. Oh yeah, I think this was the counter that killed us before. Good news is we actually have MP again, so let's just kill everything. There we go. Perfect. Alright. Okay, there's a chest here. Crow feather. Okay, that's a material for Aya. There are going to be a few things I will buy for Aya, but it's mainly just stuff to give her more bombs. Oh, these guys that nearly killed us before. Quick battle. One down. Alright. More of these guys. I'm not going to take any risk. I don't want to get possessed again. Wow, fire seems to work alright. It's not doing extra... well, it could be just Patchouli just does insane amounts of magic damage now. Alright, we got 2 bridges. Correction, 3 bridges. Paralysis. Okay, apparently nasal breath can do that. So does sleep or paralysis? No, actually I'm getting mixed up. It's always been paralysis. Oh well. Alright. 4 bridges. Oh, wonderful. One leads to a chest. Indefatigable earrings. 1. Oops, wrong one. There we go. Resistance plus 10. That could be useful. I almost prefer that over the M defense. In fact, yeah, why not? More resistance. Okay, apparently it attacks 3 times. I've already learned Fire Breath, so that doesn't really help me. And I'm getting messages. One moment. Okay. Let them know that I was recording. Untouchable goggles. I believe that's a evasion. Yep, evasion. Wow, I don't have anything equipped in that slot. Let's go ahead and fix that. You can have evasion. Alright, onwards. Nothing here. I checked anyway, just in case there was like a hidden key or something. I'm pretty sure the game isn't that cheap, at least not at this far in the game. Later on, the chests become a lot harder. Some of the hidden chests become like absolutely blocked out. Like it's a lot tougher to find them. But you'll know those chests because they'll generally give you Aura Column. Alright, got the key. Alright, so this was all just to get the gold key. So we're good to go. I still want to check out the other paths if possible. Okay, that's done. But check out this area first. Okay, this is a different spot. Oh, good. Found a chest. Hades robe. Awesome. That's going to be equipment for this character. Some cloth armor. It gives 32 defense. It gives higher defense, higher defense, higher resistance. Well, same resistance, and gives resistance to petrify. Let's see. Hades robe. Paralysis. Silence. You can have it. There we go. Alright, with all that means we're practically ready for the boss. I think, maybe. Actually, no, we still have some side paths to take. The door is up to the north that we need to take, but we'll do that in a bit. Let's fight these guys. Last word. No. I could use it, but it's not that important. We're gonna win this battle anyway. Especially after we blinded him. Alright, that's done. Bunch of these guys. Yeah, I decided to use Netherworld instead of Patchouli for this, because I knew Scream was going to go off. Awesome, we got ourselves a Celestial Peach. Oh yeah, if I was playing on normal mode and I had actually died while on normal mode, when it teleports me outside, it would have given me a list of items that I lost. You know, to rub it in. Thankfully, I don't have to deal with any of that junk. Some death. Good job, Patchouli. Alright, chest. Philosopher's Cane. Oh, that's why we're doing so much fire damage, just because of the fire enhance ability. Oh, wasn't even paying attention to that. Alright, allows for speedier chanting, casting speed plus 20%, healing plus 20%. Neat, but I don't really need it. I guess I can give it to, Oh, she can't even use wands. Wow. You know what? I don't need to use it. The M attack increase is just not high enough to be worth losing 20% on the damage. Alright. Deal with a bunch of these guys. Yeah, I'm not even holding back. I'm just gonna nuke everything. I mean, this is just about over. Spare parts. That's materials for Netherworld. Which means we're practically at the end now. So let's go up here. Unlock the door. In we go. Should be... Yeah, this is just the part where we could flip the switch. I'm just revealing the map. There we go. Go ahead and take the save point. And just out of habit, I'm just going to teleport out, step outside for a bit. And let's set up our party. Alright. There's a few ways to do this fight. I'm gonna try doing... What We're gonna do Alice. Who else do we need? Oh, Saki, of course. Neteri. And then, who else do we need? Satori, just in case. There's I think one move I could learn. Well, I think there's two moves I can learn, but one of them requires level 30, so no big deal there. I'll take Patchouli and maybe Aya? Yeah, I'll take Aya. Good enough for me. Alright, equipment-wise, we need to fix this. Striking, stabbing, slashing. This reduces speed and all that. Well, sponge armor's higher, so we'll take that. As far as any sort of resistances, there's not much we can really pick from, but we'll take the Purgatory Shield just in case. Weapon-wise, not much to worry about. Quite frankly, there's just not very many weapons to... In fact, there's no real reason for me to even worry about a weapon. Vitality raised slightly, that's fine, blah blah blah. Reflection. Eh. That'd be good enough. Honestly, I think it would be better if I took some of Moko's stuff. Actually, not Moko. Who is, yeah, I'll take that. You can have the, accuracy. There we go. Alice? Alright. We don't need vitality. We need paralysis resistance. There we go. And that should be good enough. And hopefully we don't get hit with too many stats effects. Alright, skill-wise. Marionette, Thingy-Majiggy, Cover Chosen Ally, Increase Effects Shields, we don't need that. Manipulate Puppet, block all attacks at allies with own shield. Take that. What this does is she pretty much takes all the hits for the characters she's blocking, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it works, because... Yeah, I think they messed up the text for that description, because I remember that attack doing something different. Alright, anything else? Cooldown. Okay. Oh yeah, I need to spend growth points on her, don't I? Cooldown's -1. Max activations. Okay. I'll give you a vitality boost. You need to take out points. We don't need instant death in this one. And we'll just put them into... Well, we have 5... Oops. We have 5 points to spend. None of those will help. Okay. So I'll just put them into strength. You can have strength. You don't matter. You already got your stuff. Okay. I'm pretty sure Aya doesn't have anything that gives bombs besides what she already has. Yep, that seems to be the trend. Okay. So, that's the general idea. Now for the formation, we're gonna go with... I don't remember which ones are long. Well, there's an easy way to find out. We'll go to records. Formation references, 5. That's weird. Why does it do that? Yeah, that's better. Okay. Freefight's a row. I'm just seeing which ones are in a row. Yeah, it looks like free fights are only choice here. So, I'm pretty sure this makes it so it's completely random as far as your fights are concerned, but we'll see. As you can see, Alice has 221 HP. She has, like, almost as much HP as Saki and Neteri combined, and her stats are... Her defense is, like, double anyone else's. Except for, you know, Moko's. So I'll see if I can show her off what she's capable of doing. she does make boss fights a lot easier if you know how to set her up. It's been a while, so we'll see how this goes. Good news is if you die in a boss fight and you go back to fight them, it immediately goes into the boss fight. You don't have to repeat all the dialogue, which I think is a nice touch. So, I think we're good to go. Oh yeah, other skills. Fire, fire. Don't need that. I could try increasing elemental stuff, but I don't think that's going to matter much. At least not in this fight. Demon Shock. We don't need Demon Shock. Don't need Flame. To be honest, we don't need much of this stuff. What I'll probably do is try to poison them, though. That would be kind of fun. Hypnosis, Great Confusion, reduce physical attacks. No, none of that. I had Fire Breath, but no. Not sure. I'll take Fire Arrow, why not? We're almost at Gyokuro now. We'll be able to settle this soon with a true culprit soon. Sticking to a story always produces results. So exciting! This staircase sure is long though. We'll be tired out before we can punish Yuyuko at this rate, Yes, that was auto-scrolling text. Oh jeez. You're Youmu, aren't you? Yeah, so it was indeed you all. Whatever reasons you have, however many you may be, I will not let you pass. That's not going to do, I'm afraid. The culprit behind this is in Gyokuro, after all. No matter how stubborn you are, we'll get through. You shouldn't protect the culprit, even if it's your master. Even if Lady Yuyuko truly is the culprit, I am her bodyguard. I shall carry out my duty as a warrior. Even if... Isn't she the culprit? I do not know. Eh? If you don't know... Is he telling the truth, Satori? I told you, I really don't know anything. Eh? It seems she is telling the truth. That means Yuyuko is working alone. This is baffling. I've got a bad feeling about this. How did you know what I was... You mean, this girl... She can read my mind. Wah! If that's really true, then she must be able to read what I'm thinking now. Lady Yuyuko, you idiot! You idiot! It's true! At this rate, everyone will find out that I wet my bed this morning. You... Wah! Ow! Don't read that kind of thing. Is she angry? Yeah, she is. Before it can be revealed. I will slice and smash you. Slice? Or smash? Which one do you mean? Enough talk. Whoa. You did well to avoid that. However, this one will not miss. She's up for it. Here's something in return then. What? She sliced Reimu's Danmaku apart. Kanpaku single sword style. The things that my Yokai Force Rokenken cannot cut are next to none. Not bad. But how about this? What? Kanpaku dual wield style. Rokenken for attacking and Haku Roken for blocking. The skill combining offense and defense has no weakness. You will not take one step closer to Lady Yuyuko. What's going on? You're all fired up today. This troubling girl is opposing us. Grr, how brazen of you. Ahem. You haven't forgotten about us, have you, Reimu? I know. Let's do this, everyone. Heh, understood. Bah! You're undoubtedly strong. But it's far too much of a burden for you to fight all of us alone. Now prepare yourself, Youmu. Whoa. Gah! Wow. This is... What if she isn't alone, then? That voice. Lady Yuyuko. This looks fun. Do you mind if I join it? Lady Yuyuko, why are you here? If you come here, then isn't it pointless for me to be guarding here? But it looks so fun. And I'm bored too. So the culprit's finally here. Culprit? Are you referring to the mist incident? I knew it! The incident. You've been staying in the uninfected Netherworld, yet you knew about it. There's no mistaking it. You're the one behind all this, Miss Yuyuko. Oh no, you've got it wrong, you see. The mist didn't originate from here, you know. I've not seen you before. I am the Palace of Earth Spirits Master, Satori Komieji. I see. So you're from there. What's up with her, Satori? Is Yuyuko the culprit after all? I can't read her. Did she close it off? What? A person who can do that at will, she isn't normal. Goodness me. Such an unelegant power would put a damper on all this. Seems that you all need to be punished a little. Standard explicatives. Wow. Yuyuko's getting angry. She's a major pain as always. Do not forget about me. Yeah, wow. We stand no chance if we just keep defending Remo. I know already. Let's go, everyone. I will not let you lay a finger on Lady Yuyuko. Now then, punishment time begins now. Come play with me, Hakari Shrine Maiden and friends. My sword will slice you aggressors to pieces. Alright. Once again, another double battle. They seem to like these types of battles. So, got Yuyuko, Youmu. Both of them are pretty much resistant to Holy and Darkness. Both of them are vulnerable to the standard elements. You know, fire, water, wind, earth. Yuyuko has Yuyuko has high M defense but no regular defense, while Youmu has really high standard defense but no M defense. So you need to take out one with magic, one with physical. And also Yuyuko has, I believe, a lot of evasion abilities. I believe she has like a 33% chance of perfect dodging, which is annoying. But, alright. Now, you can kill them in any order you want, but once you kill one of them, the other one will start having 2 actions, and will also start using other abilities. Also, if you kill Yuyuko, before she dies, she will do a final attack that has an extremely high chance of causing instant death. Not only does it have an extremely high chance of causing instant death, but it also will negate 50% of your resistance to instant death. So, needless to say, you can't rely on just resisting it. Okay, so it does give me options, despite it says it in the description. Anyway, since I'm in a row here, I can take full advantage of this ability here that's column-based. So I'll go ahead and cast it. And with that, she'll be able to block for us. Now, as for anything else, we'll go ahead and target you. I'll go ahead and do Fire Chaser. I'll do Poison, and you can just do Summer Flame junk. Yeah, it's fine. Actually, that's not worth it. Do that. You can do that. And you can target Youmu. There we go. Defend. Poison Art. Hit missed. Dual Raid. I did 600 damage. See that green mist? That means it was a perfect dodge. Alright, Youmu just, the way Youmu works is she has 3 different stances, and each stance will change to a different move. Also, the fact that I have my doll tree maxed out for Alice, I can constantly cast this move every turn, and it only costs 2 MP. So, I'll just keep doing that. And I'll keep doing Dual Raid. Alright, can't use any of those abilities right now, so I'll just do Fire Chaser, Fire Arrow, Summer Flame, Might and Sword. So Alice's shield is blocking all this, which, yeah, as you see, it did very little damage to a lot of stuff happening. Anyway. As you notice, that AoE spell that I did with Patch only did 1 damage to Yuyuko, but it did a lot of damage to Youmu. Like I said, Yuyuko has high M defense, but no regular defense, while Yuyuko is the opposite. Yuyuko did a spell card, it reduced defenses, it seems like. Can I look at my status? Yeah, there we go. Right now my magic defense is down. Not a big deal. Go ahead and keep on doing that. Dual rating. Have to switch elements, it looks like. Fine, Thunder Chaser. And not much to worry about. The spell didn't do very much damage by itself, so I'm not too worried. Thunder Chaser. I used Thunder Chaser and I'm not even going to use it. That's dumb of me. Whoa, 1803 damage. I believe I critted with that. Also, I double cast. That's kind of nice. Alright. Now I have to rely on physical attacks to finish this off. So, Marionette. Dual Raid. Regular attack. I'm going to do Poison Art again, try again, and just physical attacks. Missed with 1. Poison Art missed. Standard attacks. Alright, let's keep going. Keep defending. Dual Raid. I guess I can do 0 Coffin Buster, but I don't think it's going to do very much. Oh well. But I have to be very careful. Because if I kill her, I'm going to be in deep trouble. Instant death. Okay, that's bad. Alright, so we just lost one of our characters. Wonderful. Prevents all healing effects. Go ahead and do that. Just so I can prevent her regeneration. Other than that, we're kind of on our own. Not a good thing to be in. Just keep attacking, keep attacking. This will prevent her regeneration. Missed, missed. Oh, not good. Well, I screwed this up. Because what I did, yeah, I'm gonna lose. There's nothing I can do now. Well, no, that's not true. I can still... There's one other way I can win this. And it's not a pretty way to do it. We'll see how it goes. Okay, hit with both attacks. Let's curse. Okay, how much health does she have left? Not much. Defend, defend, defend. I have to take this slow, because if I do this too soon, I will die. Oh wow, I almost killed her. Okay, defend. And I need her to do Fire Chaser. Fire Arrow. Fire Crest. No, not Fire Crest. It's on the flame, that's fine. Fire Chaser. 0 damage. That's how you do it. There are 3 ways to bypass. There's 4 ways to deal with the instant death. One is to the ability, that skill I added to Alice. How it works is she takes. It's kind of like the ability the turtles have, where they take hits for the other characters. If you do that and at least do it to one other, well, actually, well, that's one of the ways. You can cover everyone and just have her take all the hits, and then she'll just, of course, die. Or you can have Alice just use the ability where she covers only one character. In that case, only one person will live through the attack. So I guess you have 2 ways to do it with Alice. But then there's other ways to make it so it never happens. If she dies from poison, she will not trigger the spell. If she dies from chasers, which is what I just did, it doesn't trigger the spell. And if you kill her during private square, it doesn't trigger the ability, which I screwed up on because I used too much MP, which is why I had to use the chasers. Anyway, got 1,000 power, so we all got a free point. I probably should have checked my point scores before doing this, but whatever. And also a bunch of level ups. So I'll go ahead and get level 23. We learned Ice Falchion, which is just the same as the fire spell, but it's ice. And I leveled up. Getting that crit was pretty awesome though. That was like that was 4 digits of damage. Anyway, Mion. Oh, that settles it. Admit to it, Yuyuko. Ugh, that was so bad. I told you already, I'm not the culprit. That's not convincing. No, she seems to be telling the truth. I can just about read it from the area she closed off. So, yes, see? What's going on then? Are we gonna be right back where we started? That seems to be the case. What can we do now? Ah, that's right. Do you happen to know anything, Miss Yuyuko? What the? You treated Lady Yuyuko so badly, yet you are shameless enough to ask her that? So what? I'm not telling. Eh? I would have told you all what I know, but after having that power used on me, I don't feel like it anymore. So this already had the opposite effect. Now what? I did not do anything bad, so why do I feel like I'm being blamed here? Ah, however, since you're here, I shall give you a parting gift. I'll lend you a little something that will be useful. I can't read all your stuff. At first you deny your help. Sorry. At first you deny your help, and now you say you're giving a little something? Sorry, I can only guess what some of those words were. What exactly are you saying? You can have Youmu. Huh? Wait, Lady Yuyuko. Why are you... Lady Yuyuko, you idiot! You idiot! Ugh. At this rate, everyone will find out that I wet my bed this morning. You were watching the whole time. You can choose to stay here and be punished, or go with Rainbow's group. Which will it be? Mion. Understood. I shall go with them. I feel sorry for her. It doesn't seem like we have a say in this. Well, whatever. Well then... Now that this matter with Miss Yuyuko is settled, I may be dismissed now, correct? What are you talking about? You can't go back until we find the culprit. I feel sorry for her, too. So, now that things have settled down, what do we do now? Yeah, we've got to start from the beginning again, but where should we search? How about Mu and Zuka? Your reason is? The theory that Yuyuko was behind this may have been off the mark, but the diagnosis of the mist is clearly accurate. So, if we wanted to find out more about the mist, it would be wise to search areas related to its nature, and that would be Mu and Zuka. I see. Death, huh? It may be an appropriate place to go to next. It's decided then. Let's strike while the iron's hot, and hurry there. Well, Lady Yuyuko, I will be absent from Haku Gyokuro for a while. Do your best. I shall take my leave then. This is a good chance for, oh, okay. This is a good chance for her to get some experience. Keep growing and maturing, Youmu. Now then, let's see what fun is in store from now on. I see. As expected from her. I guess this needs to be reported. Youmu Konpaku became an ally. Konpaku's sword style formation gained. Yay! Alright. Let's take a look at Youmu. Alright. Now, Youmu can use heavy armor. Probably should actually look at something better like that. Yeah, this'll work. Alright. Yomu's unique weapon is the katana, which is a slash-type weapon. Also, if you're confused on what type of weapon your specific weapons are, you can look them up here. So, Alice uses a strike-type weapon with high accuracy but low power. Saki uses a two-handed weapon, low accuracy, high power. Notori uses a gun, which is a stab-type weapon, low accuracy, high power. Satori uses a eye, which is a slash-type weapon, similar to a staff. Petula uses a strike-type weapon that combines an axe and a staff. And a fan is a strike-type weapon that's more accurate than axes. Rainbow uses a strike-type weapon that's similar to axe and staff. And Marissa uses a stab-type weapon that's similar to spear and staff, while Sene uses a slash-type weapon that's similar to sword and staff. And Boko uses a strike-type weapon with higher accuracy than axes, and Byakuren uses a one-handed magical weapon with high power. So there you go. Anyway, Yomu's stuff, let's see what we got here. Funny thing about Youmu is she also has the special ability with her weapon to actually occasionally inflict instant death with physical attacks, as well as she actually has the final ability for her katana tree actually increases the chance of that proccing, which is kind of neat. So I might try getting her a katana sooner. She's got 4 of her own skills, just like everyone else. Half Ghost is all just utility stuff. It's just HP, MP, and other parameters. And then the rest of her things involve her stances, which are kind of weird. Let's see if I can actually pull up her skills. What level is she? Yeah, she's level 1, but she starts out with... She's level 1, but she starts out with 7 skills. Alright. The way it works is she has 3 stances. Asura, Devaloka, and Manasua. Manasua increases accuracy and crit. Devaloka increases physical defense and evasion. Asura increases physical attack. And each of these have their own move sets. Like, if I go to... The only way I can use Slash of the Present is if I have Manasua stance active. So you have to spend an action to activate your stances, which is kind of slow for Youmu, but her attacks are pretty powerful. So if you're Manasua stance, you'll get access to Slash of the Present, but you won't be able to use any of your other abilities. The only exception, I think, is Slash of the Spring and the... yeah. Slash of Spring Wind and Sayogo Yoji is the only exception, I think. I think you can use that in any stance. I think. Yeah, you can use it in any stance. You can tell which stance you need to be in because it has the little kanji symbols. So you just match them up. Anyway, you got... Okay. You got single target, reduces physical defense, medium strike. You got a column AoE that reduces M attack and M defense. And then you got a widespread, reduces physical attack. I used a lot of Asura stance, but I've heard that Manasua stance is better. We'll see. I never really used the tanking stance. Anyway, so growth-wise, it's all based off her stances. So it's pretty much best to just stick to one of them, I think. Though I can't really say too much about it. Asura, you'll get a lot more. Well, all of them will increase the damage in that stance, but but they all have their own quirks about them. Asura will also increase raw damage, increase induction, resistance to mind control, etc. Manasua gives you more crit, accuracy, more crit, and disable resistance. Devaloka gives you evasion, defense, and bombs, and that's about it. So I'm not exactly sure what all I'm going to put my points into. Like I said, I generally prefer Asura because it gives you actual physical damage, and of course it also gives you induction. But we'll see how that goes. I suppose I can buy her a weapon now if I really care to. But before we can do that, we gotta go visit Aku. Hello. My, it seems you have defeated Miss Yuyuko and Miss Youmu. Miss Yuyuko controls the dead with spiritual arts, and Miss Youmu is a practitioner of the famed Kanpaku sword style. It must have been quite a hard-fought battle. Allow me to give you these recipes in commemoration. I hope they will be helpful in resolving the incident. Zangato, Kashiyatsu, Setsu, Midwinter Buckler, Spirit Shield, Gladiator Shield, Improved Optical Camo, Sturdy Doll, Fencer's Clothes, Atman Coin, Acute Soul, and that's it. Alright. So, I'm gonna need to get Youmu caught up in levels, because I do intend on using her. But, we'll see what sort of stuff I can get from here. Actually, let's see. Yeah, I really think I'm just gonna stick with katanas with her. There we go. So, fancy stuff like that. And for now, you can just have a Sora stance. Also, picking a stance will also increase the duration of that stance. It's good for boss battles, to be honest, but for like open standard random encounters, you generally don't want to spend an action just charging up your stance. Later on, you'll probably have to use it more often. Physical defense, paralysis. Oops. You can unequip that. Anyway, Weapons. Anything new? No. As far as weapons are concerned, it's all the same stuff. Don't need any of that. Alright, we got access to the Zangato, which I'm not going to use. It does have the added effect of death, which is kind of funny, and Exorcism 25. We haven't really talked about Exorcism. Exorcism's kind of weird to explain. There's a stat called, like, magical barrier or something that bosses usually have, that, if you have Exorcism, it'll allow you to pierce through that a little bit easier. But it's kind of like a defensive shield sort of thing. It's really hard. Like I said, it's very hard to describe, because you don't see it, usually. You have to look it up, actually. But there's Kasha Setsu, which is Youma's specific weapon. It specializes in killing undead and yokai. Not bad. It also gives +5 crit and 50 exorcism. It requires a celestial peach and a rusty blade, which is fine. Actually, technically, since I skipped over the initial tier... Oh, it doesn't matter for her. Okay. That's kind of weird. Anyway. Kasha Setsu. Yeah, I think I'll take this. Why not? Since it dies. So now if I switch weapons... There you go. So compared to all the other weapons, it doesn't do anywhere near enough because of my skill points. So 139 physical attack. That's still pretty low, but remember, she's level 1 right now. So, as far as skill-wise, we're going to need to change this. We're going to stay in Asura stance for now, so I'll go with that. We got these skills from the Katana tree. She can remove, it's all self-targeted stuff. She can heal herself and remove status effects, which is kind of neat. Just going to take those off. Now, anything else? Well, no. Well, the only thing I can do now is just give her equipment. I think Kashahetsu is a two-handed weapon, but we'll go ahead and give her a shield. Also need to give her armor. Paralysis resistance, vitality. Good enough. Alright, there you go. So, this video's gone on probably a little too long now. Our next stop is going to end up being up here in Moinzuka. Which, in fact, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and do this event. Moinzuka. We're almost at Moinzuka. Yeah. Let's search every nook and cranny, or at least go as deep as possible. This place is very mysterious. This is my first visit, but an undescribable feeling is drifting in the air. That ain't no surprise. It's a graveyard for those without relatives, after all. A graveyard? Where humans and objects flow in from the outside. A graveyard for the deceased in Gensokyo without relatives. Gensokyo, the Netherworld and the outside world. This is where the barriers of the three worlds intersect and where it is weakest. That explains all the items that flow in from the outside. Though to us Kappa, this place is like a mountain of treasure. Though the stuff here is often possessed by artifact spirits. I see, it sounds like a place with much history. Could the culprit really be here? I wonder. There's every chance that whoever is behind this is not here. We don't know for sure. But we may find a clue here at least. Yeah. We don't know if the culprit's here or not. But let's keep moving forward and search for any clues. And there you go. We're now in Moinzuka, and there's umbrellas. I'll go into more detail about this place later. I'll probably do some grinding in this place, but I won't open any treasure boxes or anything like that, just to get caught up with levels and all that fun stuff. Anyway, I'm debuffs, and this was Genius to Sappheiros Weekend. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.